Y'all ready for a deeper conversation with Chad?
Squatter man, or the squatting man, is a prevalent symbol which is found around the world in every culture, carved into rocks or petroglyphs by prehistoric man, which have been recorded by almost all nations and civilizations on all continents in ancient times. Hundreds of thousands of squatterman petroglyphs had been analysed, and it was found that it pointed to a location in the southern sky. It's said these petroglyphs were a recording of a high energy plasma discharge event which was seen in the Earth's atmosphere, that was witnessed by ancient people and recorded on the rock. But what if it represents more? The squatting man may have been an electromagnetic event in the sky, but it is far more than just that. The squatting man has the exact same formation and shape as the flower of life symbol. If we match up the points on the squatting man like we did previously in my sports circuit video, we see a pattern revealed, and this pattern is most commonly known as the Christian Chiro. It is also associated with Nordic and Viking culture in relation to their signals, but this we'll explore later. The squatting man is the flower of life, which is the Christian Chiro, which is a pattern within every sports field pitch across every sport. We have common links across 3 different and important symbols, but this is just the beginning. This pattern can be formulated in many ways. I will show you the variations as we go on. But as you can clearly see, the hourglass shape is the most prevalent. Once you see the one, it's easy to identify the second. Together they form the Templar cross. An hourglass, a triangle, which is half an hourglass, or an X or a cross are the simplest ways to display this pattern. This pattern is the same pattern used as the diagram for space. For the seal of Solomon, but it's split into 2, separated, and also for the flower of life that we've already identified. Which is the same pattern for the sun. From the sun we could go anywhere, but since the sun makes the shape of a wheel often, I think we should start there, making me think of Ezekiel's wheel. The wheel is argued to be man's greatest invention. What if it was an invention but was always present as a pattern of nature? The wheel and the pattern are used not just in transportation but also in navigation and machinery, making the design within compasses, and moving into everyday objects such as umbrellas. The design on dartboards, crosshairs on a gun, drain covers, the Wi-Fi logo, which is a section of the pattern, a water's ripple, the formation of a tree ring, the formation of a flower, the colour wheel. The Greek Wheel of Fortune brings us into the common game shows,
ladies and gentlemen,
such as the Wheel of Fortune, Beat Shazam, to the UK classic Bullseye, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, QI with Stephen Fry, and Big Brother, both the UK and American versions. You can see from the formation it also creates an eye, relating to my video on peepholes. Flags. Most flags, especially the UK flag, hold this pattern within the flag. The UK flag, being a combination of the Scottish, Irish and England flags, is the pattern in its fullest form. Other countries such as Jamaica also hold the pattern within their flag. Japan's variant, as well as the original, just a circle, which I previously forgot to mention, the pattern can be represented by just a circle. The Finland flag, turned, is a cross. So is the Iceland flag, along with many more. And the Macedonian flag again, being similar to the Japan flag, holds this pattern. And as you can see, the 3 lines that the squatter man symbol makes is also represented in flags by the 3 stripes. Onto the micro macro, and in regards to an atom and its shape, as you can see straight away, the pattern matches up perfectly, which represents the squatter man symbol. The male reproductive organ doubled, again the squatter man symbol and the pattern. The female reproductive organ doubled, again makes the pattern, which also makes a ram's head and the squatter man symbol, same as a sundog, onto the skull, and again it makes the pattern where the 3rd eye would be. The human body, which creates 3 points, the reproductive system, the heart, and the brain, which is often represented in fountains with the 3 elements. This pattern represented in the man also shows the DNA, which again I think looks like Wolverine, which we'll come on to later with movies and TV. A tree and its root representing the expansion and compression, the upwards and the downwards, the underworld and the above. A magnetic field, probably best suited with the pattern rotated. And on to religion and the church. And Jesus with the spear going through him, if we match up the lines we see a pattern, which again shows an eagle represented on the American flag. A church door showing the Vesica Pisces shape. And onto a local church, and we can see the pattern again. Onto the Assyrian tree of life. And again, the pattern is revealed, which also represents the Kabbalah. The Holy Grail. A candelabra. And as you can probably see already, a totem. Onto various shapes, including the sun and wheels. David appoints primer fields and the basis of the universe and reality. Again, we see the squatter man symbol. The positive and the negative, the expansion and the compression, represented by the hourglass, the pattern. The red square nebula, shown again. National parks, monuments. Paris, France, the Eiffel Tower. And straight away we see the pattern. The squatter man symbol. Shown again. And within the Eiffel Tower you can see a pyramid. If we were to draw lines through the Eiffel Tower, this is the pattern we get, and it will be shown later again on the Statue of Liberty. Dome of Rock, Jerusalem, and within the blueprints we see the pattern. The Trevor Griffiths Rose Garden, New Zealand, pattern. Four Corners Monument, New Mexico. Abbey Gardens, England. New York Botanical Garden, obviously New York. Stonehenge, England. Chatsworth Gardens, England, revealed after the heatwave in 2022. Again, you see the pattern. And take note of the labyrinth, also in the photo, again often represented. The Statue of Liberty, giving us the same pattern as the Eiffel Tower. Movies and TV. X-Men, Resident Evil, Captain America, Marvel, Spider-Man, other logos part of the Marvel and Avengers universe, Captain Marvel. This scene's from Umbrella Academy. Take note of the image on the wall. Again from Umbrella Academy. The 3 lines. This scene's from Westworld. Take note of what he's holding. A maze. In the middle. A squatter. Westworld again. The button revealing the symbol. Westworld, take note of the floor and the ceiling. Westworld, a badge, a police badge, which holds the pattern, which brings us on to our next subject, which is logos. And within logos we find the pattern again, within the ambulance sign, BMW sign, and there's many more that I don't mention. The Xbox, rotated, the HSBC sign, we can see the hourglass, the red and the white, rotated suits better. The Windows sign, we can see the pattern again, resembling the Union Jack. Da Vinci, again, we see Squatterman. The Armani symbol, we have to double it, then flip it, bring it down. And again, BP logo, Bethesda Game Studios, Toyota, they seem to just use the top half. Same as Daewoo, one rotated makes a mask. The West Midlands Metro logo, rotated creates the pattern. Mitsubishi, again we have to rotate, double and flip. We bring it down and we gain the 2 triangles and hourglass. All the Louis Vuitton symbols. NBC News, doubled, flipped, and again the pattern. The Instagram logo reveals the pattern, and also the winked eye spoke about in peepholes. CDs, vinyls, and TV cards. You can see the pattern on the CD-ROM. The hourglass pattern is revealed on a vinyl. And the old TV cards, which I've always found weird, all have the pattern on a micro and macro level within all of them. An amphitheatre resembling a CD or a vinyl, circles, again the pattern. The circus, Ferris wheels, all the circus tents have this pattern. And so do Ferris wheels and windmills. But how can I include them all? Obviously there's so many that I haven't put in. Ones that I forgot to mention would be the snowflake. Obvious to see the pattern. How we cut up our pizza and how pizza is sliced, for some reason, reveals the pattern. Holding hands. The way the card is formulated on a deck of cards, the way the numbers are in the corners, mostly reveals the pattern in different variations, and the higher suit reveals it more so. The back of playing cards also reveals the expansion, compression, the upside down. And we end at Merryhill, my local shopping centre. Where can you see it?
I just wanted to say thanks. I'm glad you came along, partner.